Francisco Molina Calderon. Pura Vida can literally be translated into pure life. But a Costa Rican is very optimistic, very positive. So even though not everything is pure life, we say Pura Vida because we hope for pure life. How's the food? Pura Vida. How's your work? Pura Vida. How's your mother-in-law? Pura Vida. We as people will never express ourselves negatively. Traditional cuisine, of course, I give you the best one. There's the typical plate is called the casado, which means the married one. Why is it called the married one? Okay, the casado consists of rice, beans, salad, fried plantain, tortillas, and any one of either pork, chicken, beef, or fish. Now, why is it called casado? Because when back in the old days, when the guys would go to work in the plantations and they would stop for their lunch break, the guy that was married, his wife cooked his lunch. So he had rice, beans, salad, plantain, and everything. The ones that were not married had not that good of a plate. So everybody would say, oh, he's casado. That's where the word casado comes from, the married one. So that's the typical dish in Costa Rica, casado. We have two very special ones out of all the other ones, which is Mother's Day. For us is number one. We cherish, we honor, we love, we idolize. Our mother is our world, it's our universe. And without her, it's not the same. The other one is coming up August 2nd, which is Romeria, which is when people, how do you say, walk, trek. They go to the Central Catholic Church in Costa Rica, which is in Cartago. So it's called Romeria. Everybody from all different parts of the country will walk to that one church. And it's called Romeria. So it's coming soon. Those are the two most significant holidays in Costa Rica. People come to see our biodiversity. Costa Rica has 12 out of 22 different life zones in the world. So makes it very biodiverse. And because of that, tourism comes. And because of tourism, we have a great economy. In this area of Guanacaste, we were very influenced by the Toro Tegas. If you were to have seen the movie Apocalypto, the ones that were being conquered were the Chorotegas. The ones that were conquering were the Aztecas. So Chorotega people fled from Chiapas, Mexico, and they helped populate all of Central Pacific Coast America as far south as Guanacaste. How do we know this? Because further south of here, archaeological digs find that there's no Chorotega pottery. How did they influence us? They helped with our language. They introduced corn. They were very peaceful. Chorotega means people who flee. The river Tempisque means river that returns. I mean, there's a lot. Those are Mayan words in Costa Rica. And how did they? The question was how the indigenous tribes influence. Yes. How did that influence us? Well, this country was very abundant in flora and fauna, so there was food for everyone. That's why here is peaceful. We share everything. Beaches are public. We are very humble but proud. Our indigenous tribes, when the Spaniards came, fled. So we didn't mix. All the other Central American countries did. So we still have our roots and our beliefs. I find this very interesting because I experience it every day. Costa Ricans are very open, hospitable, serviceful, honest, humble, and we will approach you and try to hey, hello, how you doing? And in our mentality, in our minds, we mean no harm. that never crosses our mind. We're just gonna be hospitable. We're gonna be friendly. We're gonna come, and and people from North America, whoa, you're invading my personal space. Whoa, and this and we're like, what's going on? Well, I'm just trying to be me, and that's something that's very particular because we don't have that kind of maliceful mentality where somebody approaches us, we will already, be very offensive. No, we're open. We're very friendly. We're touchy people. We like to hug and shake hands, and that's something that is unique for us because we see that with the tourists, it's not the same. Sometimes you greet a person here, hey, hello, how you doing? And they won't even answer. And we're like, we don't look at tourists as money. We look at tourists as guests in our home. And for us, it's rude and it's insult when people don't answer us back or treat us the way we're treating you. You're in our home, and we kind of want people to feel good and also treat us the same way. But we also understand different cultures and different ways of living. Right. The recycling program is very good. Um, we try to grow our own meat, our own food. We are self-sufficient in the sense that we do not need exports. I mean imports. Well, Costa Rica is not like other Latin American countries that has merengue or salsa or special dishes. We are very proud of the fact that our input in society is more educational. For example, Franklin Chang Diaz Molina uh, is a NASA scientist. He's the one that invented theoretically the plasma rocket engine. And right now, there's the Ad Astra rocket facility here in Liberia, and they're developing the engine that will cut space travel by 50%. And that's one of our high proud things that we have people in NASA. We have the Nobel Peace Prize. We have a sustainable economy that is envied by all of Latin America. We're a third world country that's considered not a third world country. And our economy is almost as good as Brazil and Argentina, which are the best three economies in Latin America. Our openness, for example, in anywhere in the world, they will tell you you have to gain your trust. Here, it's different. You start with 100%. It's up to you to keep it. That's why we're so open. Come to our home. Come and eat. Come visit. Come see this. Come meet. Because you start with 100%. It's up to you to keep that 100%. Don't lose the trust. So that's one of the things. That is very difficult because I love the country, but the beach economically is the best spot for me. But if you ask me, one of the best spots in Costa Rica would be Tortuguero, North Caribbean.
And why is that?
It is wild, it is natural, it is dangerous, it is how it was hundreds of years ago, and it stays the same. We are very peaceful. We strive in education. We abolished our army in 1948. We do not have a military. We still have a military budget, which we split in half, health and education. We have Nobel Peace Prize, and our economy is envied by all of Central America. Yes, one of the things that that describe us in general is here there's hardly any crime. And why is that? Because we are still have the belief and the tradition that we will not bring shame to our grandparents' name. Because if we do something wrong, our grandparents will hear about it and what are you doing, son? So we don't want to give shame to our grandparents' name. That's why we try to always do good.
Excellent. All right, Caesar, thank you so much.
My pleasure.